Alright, nerds. It's Denny. Today, starting something up again, and thought I would do so with a classic. And my last session, I believe, of this. Yes. So, I'm gonna enjoy this ripe to the degree that I can here. The Xiao from Shaguan. Don't take it from me in terms of pronunciation. So, I'm gonna get the teaware. Still working on camera a little bit, guys and gals. Just gonna get this cleaned off a little bit. Okay. Medium compression. I'd like to get this one piece broken up if I can. Maybe not. Oh well. All that little goodness in there. Come on. Love these things. And this one is a special one. Just looking to get this rinsed off real fast here. Smells so sweet. It's like brown sugar, honey sweet. So vanilla, cherry. Just so classic. This one's pretty dang dark. This one has not yet gotten to that point of aging where it's really turning into the kind of vegetable patch vibes. And yeah, to each their own. Everyone has their own preferences for stuff. I'm letting this hang out for quite a bit to start, guys and gals. But this one has not turned yet, which is interesting because it's been 45 years, roughly 40 years, 35 to 45 years. This is going to be quite mild to start. Really quite dark. I think color correction wise it's going to be tough to get perfect color on this. Someone can consult me on how to do color balancing correctly. A lot of vanilla up front. Already viscous, but quite light still, which is such an interesting, fun promise for a tea like this, knowing that it's just going to get so much richer and more intense. There's still a little bit of steam coming off of the leaves, and I would normally leave the lid on in this case to have the leaves cook a little bit more steam up a little bit more and get the process going a bit more. But gotta enjoy them. All right, so what am I doing here? Well, I want this to be easy. And so what I have done is set up a thing that I can do my daily session underneath, or a couple of sessions underneath every day, and just talk about the tea. So this is about me enjoying my own tea, being a little bit more thoughtful about it as well, and sharing it with you folks out there. This coming 2025, I'm super excited to get more and more experience with Japanese teas. So that's kind of also what I think I'm going to be doing a lot of on this. Don't call it a comeback, but something along the lines of 50% plus, I'm hoping, are Japanese teas as I explore green tea in general this year, and a lot of classics, a lot of testing as well. So this series will not have as fine of a filter on it as our typical sessions with James and I. I can already see how much darker that's brewing up. Viscosity on these is just so incredible. A lot of vanilla, really quite sweet. And I'm just going to actually poke this to separate it and get that big chunk more separated. Same with this piece. It's really warm. There we go. So now that tea is going to be going a lot stronger. Cheerio. Oh my god, it's so sweet. Mom test, I think so. Wartime test, no, because you're just too, you're going to lose. Because you're just chilling. Ultralight test, absolutely. What a classic. This one is a bit special because it's quite old, but honestly, it doesn't taste as old as it is. And you're going to get something really great out of something that's even 5 years old. This is one of my favorite kind of beginner ripes that I think has a good level of quality for a great price. So check it out. Yunnan Sourcing is a great place if you're in the US to grab it. Oh, so much vanilla. So sweet. So cozy. Oh, man, it's like just, yeah. I think the color is looking a little bit yellow on this shot compared to how red it is in person, so I'm going to try to fix that in the future. And yeah, yum. I'm going to push this one a lot less liquid. Water's cooled off quite a bit though. Man, it's hard to see how just absolutely syrupy this is. So red. Crazy how long we have been doing this project and that it has been a joy throughout the whole experience. So grateful for that. I feel like a lot of stuff that I do for the long haul has plenty of moments of grindiness, and that's totally appropriate for earning a living, or almost every single pursuit that we do. Learning how to play guitar, it can physically hurt, and this has just been a really fun project throughout the whole experience. So thank you to every single one of you who has watched. Oh man, almost a hint of an herbaceous and then cedar, sawdust. Oh, it's just, the herbaceousness is almost like lemongrass, like just the smallest hint of something. Tart and rind citrus. Oh, so good. Okay, we're gonna do one more. Also, as you can see from my tea wares, this tea tray here has a lot of love stains on it. Wow. Yeah, I mean, it's TDB. Anyway, well worn, also not great. I'm gonna continue on ignoring this. And yeah, I could scrub this down and bleach it, and it would totally ruin all of the sessions in history and fun I've had with this lovely tray. I bought this in San Francisco, my gosh, a long time ago. And I haggled with the dude who I bought it from just to do it. Never had done that in person before. And then insisted on paying him the full price that he wanted it for, which I think was kind of rude to him ultimately. So sorry, dude. I was just trying to be respectful. And it used to have a bamboo tray on the top that was, kind of be on the top here. These are the little like slats to keep it up. That rotted and molded really quickly. Now it's just a tray. And yeah, it's just got lots of love. A little tea pet, piece of coral with a history, and this is where most of the action happens, guys. Yep. You can see just how dark this material really is at this point. Really beautiful, just deep purple, auburn, not quite purple, rather. Auburn, beautiful red. Just a hint of that cherry tomato vine thing that will happen with this eventually. Now this is getting a little bit stronger, and yeah, just a little bit of sourness. Very dynamic. Not the vanilla. The vanilla has kind of gone away into the sort of cedar, slight sour tomato thing, with like someone cutting a lime in the kitchen. Anyway, I hope you tea nerds are out there enjoying your tea today together. Denisode number 1, not quite true. We'll call it season 8, episode 1. Subscribe, do all the stuff. This is going to be very low-key, very relaxed. A bit more about the sounds. A bit more about a normal, everyday session. I'll talk about the tea. I'm going to talk about some other stuff. I don't know what I'm going to talk about. But I'm going to try to do a lot more of my everyday sessions here. I'm going to hit stop recording, and I'm going to put this out there for you weirdos. Deuces.